What's up, everybody? It's Coach from Family Gamers, and I'm here doing my monthly Vault review of what's coming out in August of 2024. So some good stuff in here. Let's get right to it. I'll give you my opinion, what I think about everything. All right, so right off the bat, you see here the bust of Abe from Hellboy. Now, this is kind of weird because this was like a Kickstarter exclusive. This is something that, was nice that we backed Hellboy and we got it. And I'm very surprised that this is in here. I'm a little taken aback, if you will, that these busts are in here. So I have these from Hellboy already, and don't really need them again. But the only thing I could say is it might be cool to actually make them bigger, as big as your print bed is, and get a resin print of this, or even FDM might not be bad. You can get a huge print of these, but yeah, they're actually pretty cool. We use them when we play Hellboy as the trackers in Hellboy, but and it's also one of our favorite games here, so that's pretty cool. So that is Abe Sapien right there. Next is the man himself, Hellboy. All right, looking great. This is, Hellboy's just one of our favorite things over here, Family Gamers. Love the comic book movies. I even like the new movie. I said it. Yeah, I know it's controversial, but I said it. I liked it. Yeah, looking great. I think I might just blow this one up as big as I can and get to town painting it. So, yeah, looking pretty good. And then we have Johan for all your gaseous needs right there. Looks very similar to Abe with the different head. I'm just saying, just noticing that now. So, yep, there he is. And the counterpart Liz right here, who is immune to fire as Hellboy is. So that's what they make a good team. So, yeah, here are the busts from Hellboy. I like them. I think that, I loved when I got them as an exclusive, and I guess I could print as many as I want now. So let's go on to the next thing. So this is barrel and cannonball. So this is from Vanguard. I guess a little bit of scenery or something like that. Here is the beacon. It looks like the beacons of Gondor, from Lord of the Rings. And the beacon on fire. Here is bottles and crates. A chest full of coins. This, I guess, a damsel in distress. That's what that would be. And this is a spy, a dead spy actually, on his horse. Alright, so this is Dragon Egg with, looks like dragon come through on top here. These are some Elven stones. So this is stone A, stone B, stone C. I don't know if it's Elven stones. It looks very, very Nordic, very Viking-esque. And this is stone, the magic stone. Magic stone. Right there. Tree stump. I'm sorry. This is the. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit here. This is the magic stone right here. I'm sorry. And then next is the tree stump. Yep, I was right. I'm sorry. So here's the tree stump here with all the weapons on it right there. And we have a weapons crate. So these are from Vanguard. I never got into Vanguard. I'm assuming it's a dead game. I don't know if people are still playing it. I don't think it's supported on Mantic's website at all. But yeah, this stuff, I mean, the stones look pretty cool. I like them, but yeah, this is I probably won't print these myself, but they look nice if this is something that you need for maybe a game, maybe D&D or something like that, or you're doing a fantasy game. I don't know if it would work in Kings of War per se, but like your RPGs and stuff like that might be pretty cool. So let's get to the really important stuff. All right, here he is, my man Aberration. I don't know, I got a bunch of aberrations already, so I guess I'll be able to print as much as I can, different color schemes and whatnot. Yeah, cool model here. Just this always bothered me in here, right? See that stuff bothered me there. But other than that, aberrations, great. looks like we're getting, you know, for the lists here. So moving right along, we have the Crone Mother herself. All right, the Crone Mother here is, I guess, coming out with the elite teams. This is the Surge and Destroy veer-myn list, which I did a review on. You can go check that out. So Crone Mother was always a good model. I have one, but now as one of the things that you can do with the elite list is trade the Crone sister out and put in another Crone Mother. So I guess I'm gonna have to print one up just to run 2 of them if I pick that part. All right, Dr. Lucas Coiner, and he is part of the Vector P. Now at this point in time, when this vault was revealed and this is coming out, we don't have the elite list for the Mazon Labs, which is the one we're waiting for, because I was told that it is fantastic, and I really hope it is. But there's Dr. Lucas. I guess if you don't have him, you print him up, and you can paint him in a different way than the one like I originally have. I could put him in another color scheme just to do that. He doesn't have to be a Mazon guy. You can make him someone else with the Doc Ock arms over here. Okay, this is Commander Graves. So now he is in Vector P also. So you have 2 leaders. You have Commander Graves, and you also have Lucas Coiner in the same unit. Pretty cool. Good to have. If you don't have these models, I think this is a good way. These are, I think they were in Star Saga. You know what it was? They were in Star Saga, and then they became the Mazon Labs, which was their own thing. So, yeah, Coiner was the head of the security guards. And right here is the Navigator. So, you know, he is from the Nameless. Yeah, so he was originally in Star Saga, and he was in Dead Zone in the Outbreak book, and he was the Fear. He was a leader. He was the Fear. I used to love this guy. He had a shoulder-mounted cannon, had all this good stuff. So if they move his stats over, wouldn't be bad. I think it could hold up. All right, looking at it here, yeah, he had some good stuff. Creeping Fear, shoulder-mounted phaser, weight of fire 1, ripping tentacles. It was all good stuff. All good stuff there. Yeah, so the Fear, or the Navigator, that's what his new nom de plume is. So let's move on to Oberon. Now, Oberon was a living legend, and he is in the Scourge of Argolis. Like I said before, he's not, we haven't seen the Scourge of Argolis yet. He is, yeah, he's a cool model. I don't know, you know, if you look, the tentacles are holding on to some kind of crystals or some kind of, I don't know, stone weapon or something like that. Very cool. I always like this model. I hope he does pretty good, because I liked him as a living legend. And let's move on. All right, so this is the Plague Swarm. Now, I have a few of the old Plague Swarms, but this is the new Plague Swarm. The boxes that I ordered never really had a Plague Swarm in it, so there's some cool stuff here. It looks like some kind of undulating, you know, you have kind of a rat-cat monster here. We have some kind of, I don't know, it looks like face huggers here. Here's some kind of worm thing. I have no idea what this stuff is, but this is one of the first ones I'm going to print. Get a new Plague Swarm. I do have the old one, but you know, I did want the new one. Looks like kind of a crab here or something. You know, something out of John Carpenter's The Thing. You know, when the Huskies kind of morph into something different, and there's a bunch of them. They find this thing. So this is what it always reminds me of. Yeah, but the Plague Swarm, which is in Vector P. All right, here's one of my favorite models in units in the Mazon, which is the Plague Victims. So it seems like, you know, this is going to be part of the Vector P new Mazon Elite list, Vector P, which, like we said, we're looking forward to. Here's another Plague Victim, which is good. So these guys, one of the splats that you can get when you're playing the Mazon is that you can resurrect a dead model into a Plague Victim. So it's always good to have extra ones, all right? So that was 1 and 2. Here are the security guards that you know, Commander Graves is in charge of. So, you know, you need a bunch of those. I know when I had Starsuck, I got a bunch of these guys. But it's, if you need more, here they are. And I don't know if you're going to play Firefight, maybe you need these guys. I don't know if they're going to have a Mazon. I think their Mazon is in Firefight, so you're going to need more and more dudes to pop out right here. Cool sculpt. Another Mazon. She's here. She's got her eyepiece in. So always good to have, like I said, more. All right, so here we are. We have Thorn from Search and Destroy. Yeah, he's here. He's a really cool model. All right, I like this a lot. You know, what's great is you don't really, I don't know why, but I guess my sculpt, this stuff really didn't come out that good. So it's good to have another Thorn here. Yeah, he's a great model. I wish he was still a leader. I said it before in a few comments that came back when I did the Scourge of Angolas was, I'm sorry, Surge and Destroy, excuse me, Surge and Destroy, that a lot of people did wish he was still a leader because he had a great splat, which was you could be charged and you wouldn't have to make the saving roll after that. So, you know, hashtag bring back Thorn. All right, so this is something brand spanking new, all right? The Ghost Fleet in Armada was one of the newer factions in the book. You had the pirates and you had the Ghost Fleet. So what I was doing was I was just printing stuff, and if I had some misprints or it didn't come out the way I wanted, I was throwing those guys in a box and they just basically became my Ghost Fleet. But now we have some sculpts that can be part of it. So we have a Basilean Elohai here. What's actually cool is you have damage here, but we have the ethereal smoke coming out here with the faces in it. You know, looking pretty good. Over here next we have the Icebreaker. I think it's from the Northern Alliance or Vanguard. All right. It's you know, this is a cool ship to begin with, but now it's here. Now you can get these in the vault, or you can get these cool ones here, all battle damaged and destroyed. Next we have a Icebreaker. This is the, I'm sorry, is it the Icebreaker? No, I'm sorry. This was the Icebreaker, and this is the Thunderer. Okay, I don't really play the Northern Alliance, but I do know the Thunderer from the Dwarves. I do play a lot of Dwarves. So some more of the smoke and the stuff coming out of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I think this was what they were showing us on Facebook to kind of get us ready and get us psyched for this. So that is Dwarf Thunderer in the Ghost Fleet. Next is an Argus. Okay, we have an Argus here for the Ghost Fleet. And last but not least, the Needle Fangs. Needle Fangs. And all part of the Ghost Fleet. So, you know, it seems like Armada is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be supported at all, because although they told me it wasn't a fire sale, it was a getting space ready sale when we went, and I got myself the Abyssal Dwarves before they were in the vault, but I couldn't pass up the number of, you know, the price that they were selling it for, because it would have cost me probably more in resin to print them. But now I can print more of the ships, but I do have the start of the expansion, so, you know, that's something cool to have. But yeah, Armada seems like it's going to be supported in the vault. I just hope that they come out with new ships, because there are more Kings of War factions or armies that are not part of Armada, and that I would like to see. I really I do like Armada. I think it's a good game. I think it has some good legs. I don't know if it's not well received or whatever, but we like it over here, so we're going to keep playing it. And that is the August 2024 Vault. Okay, so listen, when it comes, first of all, the Hellboy busts are great. Like I said, I already have them, but I would suggest if you do have them, but you're thinking about painting them, I'm going to grab Hellboy first, see how big I can get it. I'm going to fit it, the whole printing bed, and see how much I can print of him. You know, maybe I'll hollow it out so I don't have to waste so much. I won't have to waste that much resin when I'm printing him. But yeah, the Crone Mother, Thorn, we have some Nameless here, we have a Mazon here, and Plague on the bottom here, which could be Plague or Mazon. Yeah, the Plague Swarm, I'm loving it. And an Aberration, just, printing him up. Maybe you could figure out how to do some different poses and whatnot with him, because the other one was almost impossible to bend. I know some people did it, but yeah, it's great. Always love to get new ships. I'm liking the Ghost Fleet. Can use them in any way you want. The terrain here, not too big of a fan. I could see me using this in maybe Test of Honor, or I could use it for Baron's War, just to print it up as some there. We could use these. To me, I know they're the Elven stones, but these are really looking to me, like I said, very Nordic, with the Nordic runes here and stuff. So not too bad. Even this serpent here is very Nordic in the way it looks. So I probably print those to use for, like I said, Baron's War, whatnot, using it for different games. As far as the rest of the stuff, I don't think I'm going to print it. But, if you want to put it on the table, like I said, just to make some cool stuff. I don't know, like I said, Vanguard, never played it. I heard it wasn't too well received, but they were thinking about coming back with it. I don't know. I really don't know, but that wasn't my cup of tea. But, so I'm going to give this month, this is almost here as kind of a dividing line. I like this. I really like this stuff. Not too crazy about this, but although the sculpts look good, and it gives you options to do things. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with me this far. If you have, listen, you got to do me a favor. Your first time here, you got to subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps us out on the channel. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I'd like to thank our Patreon and our channel members, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. And if you want to check us out on our social medias, we have a link tree down below. And all I want you to do now is maybe throw a comment, tell me what you think, you like, you don't like, the goods, the bads, and the uglies. All right? But this is Coach signing off. I'll see you in the next one. See you next month when we go over the other Vault video. Take care.